everyone to another exciting episode of Trails into Reverie. We are still in Reverie corridor, but I actually already explored the hopefully last stratum and got the remaining blue and red ceiling stone, which we're gonna open now. Honestly, I do enjoy a little bit of plot they have here. Ooh, through memories aglow. But I have to say, I don't enjoy exploring the stratum. Luckily, I remember that I already got the achievement of completing the game on Nightmare. So this bit of content is actually sort of like a DLC if I look it up on the internet, not tied to the main plot of the game. So I thought, I don't have to be a Nightmare mode anymore. So I turned it to easy. Very tempted to turn it to very easy, but no, I say easy. That makes it much easier to explore the stratum. And here we are. We're gonna explore that much later though. We still have much daydream to see. Oh, a new stage of Who Wants to Be Millionaire. So apparently there's more. We're gonna do it later, because right now
activated.
I'm gonna go one lucky stone and one unlucky ship. Jingo and the Marquis, a duo I did not expect to meet. Oh! Capua. Phew, finally. Took a while to pin down the address.
Welcome. Can't say I got my merch lined up yet, but feel free to poke around.
Special delivery! Long time no see, Jingo.
Oh, Capua delivery service. Nice, you managed to find the place. I take it you got the goods?
True to our slogan, you can always count on Capua. So yeah, I got your goods right here.
Get the goods.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you opened a new branch smack dab in the middle of Heimdall, especially at your age.
It's no big deal, really. I made some good connections during the war. All I did was put them to use.
So she moved to
Chose a damn good spot
Heimdall.
to set up shop, too. It's perfect for 9 volley. Doesn't stand out too much, but still easy enough to find walking around. A perfect balance, I would reckon.
Well, the shop that was here moved closer to the heart of the city. I figured I'd better snatch this prime real estate while I can. As I'm sure you guys know, a successful enterprise has a lot of moving parts, and good luck's one of them.
Oh yeah, don't we know it?
Anyway, here's to a good partnership between Capua and Nine Valley's brand new Heimdall branch.
Sure thing. We've always got your back. Logistically speaking, of course.
Although, I gotta admit, what? As nice as it is to have made it good here, it's still not quite enough to get where I want to take this business in the long term. Sounds like someone's not planning to settle down anytime soon then. Well, whatever directions you choose to take it, we'll deliver junk to make it happen. Honestly, I'm more looking for less on-demand delivery from you and more me on-demand. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. Speed is king in this day and age. You gotta keep up with society's shifting demands or you'll be left eating dust, don't you think? I mean, sure, I guess. You gotta figure out what your customers want before they know what they want. Stock up fast and then dispatch it to them. Whether we're smuggling or selling stuff in the front lines, you need means to scoot wherever, whenever you need it. Okay, I think I know what you're getting at now. I know this will sound rich coming from me, but I wouldn't try getting into anything too dangerous if I were you, Jingo. Well, that's where you guys come in. What can I do to get you to give me the Bobcat? I thought the plane that she used looked a lot like Bobcat. Whoa, don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself here? I figure you want an airship, yeah, but why is it gotta be the Bobcat too? Well, if I want to lock around heavy weaponry, I need something big. Which should be swell if I could get one as big as Courageous too, but an airship that huge needs a crew to run it, and that's a little out of my zone right now. Or not zone, but I got too much Mira sunk into this shop now to buy a big. You get the idea. I don't think money alone is gonna get you the Courageous. Anyway, that's why I want your bucket of bowls. Respectfully speaking, of course. It's perfect for an operation my size, and I like how easily it moves and how easy you can soup it up. And she's already proven herself out on the field, so I know she can handle herself in a scrap. From what I hear, you guys are looking to switch to a new ship as you expand your own business, right? So how about selling it off to me on the cheap? Who knows? Might always help me think you when I need a delivery. But that's your angle. Oh, sorry, but we're not upgrading to a bigger ship. We're gonna go for a bunch of smaller ones instead. We realized that would better suit our business structure for the time being. What? You're kidding me? Nope, I don't know what else to say other than sorry, I guess. You gotta reconsider. If you act now, I'll throw in dispatching with Cerberus here free of charge. You sure drive a hard bargain, but there's no changing our minds. It's got sentimental value, you know? Tell me more about your dispatching Cerberus thing though, I'm into it. Damn, so much for my genius scheme. Oh, don't let it get you down. I'm sure something good will come along soon. Like you said, luck's a part of our business. Crap, look at the time. I better get on with my next delivery. See you around, and don't be a stranger. You know we love working with you. So it's not Bobcat then. Guess that's a wash. What are you doing, Cerberus? What's gotten into you, boy? What? You trying to give me this to cheer me up on something? What's that? What a weird stone. Where did you pick up this thing up anyway? So you grab it because it smells nice? I mean, I don't smell anything, but I don't have a dog nose either. Alright, I'll quit moping. Can't throw myself a pity party forever. We got more important stuff to do. Thanks, partner. You're turning into a fine hound if this is how you look out for your master. If only it were so easy getting my mitts on a big, proper ship. So I'm guessing the Marquis will have something to do with Jingo getting the ship. Ooh, Juno Naval Fortress before it got destroyed by the divine lightning. Greetings, my beloved grand uncle. I trust you are doing well. Would that I could be there in person for this. First, allow me to offer my congratulations for becoming the acting ruler of the Lamar province. With His Excellency having returned to the imperial capital, normally it would fall to me as the next Duchess to take the position. However, since I am still but a student, I feel that responsibility is too heavy for me to bear. But I'm relieved that you have taken up the position, Grand Uncle. I now know that Lamar province is in good hands. Therefore, I have several ideas pertaining to Lamar's governance that I would like to share with you, so I've included the materials. And so I believe that would be best approach moving forward. I pray for your continued success and health. Your beloved grandniece, Mildine. Beloved grand uncle, my foot. Of course I'm not doing well. My lord, please calm yourself. How can I be calm when that little brat is... Do you speak of Lady Mildine? Whatever might be the matter with her. Ran off with the title of next Duchess. Still she pushes all the work on me. His ability is too heavy. Lies. She wrote down all the policies she expects me to enact in excruciating detail. And she makes me do all the heavy lifting while she lives her carefree student life. What an annoyance this is. If I may ask, my lord, precisely why did you accept the position acting ruler? It was requested of me from the government. If I turn it down, my position will only worsen. Why, I had no idea. Of course, there's a very real possibility that the girl might mess things up. But it's my job as her nobleman and granduncle to show her how it's done. Word, such familial bonds. Your kindness truly knows no bounds, my lord. Nonsense. I simply rather our family name not to be dragged through the mud. Duly noted, my lord. That I wasn't expecting they would dump the responsibility of looking after the unmanned naval fortress on me as well. If memory serves, during the restructuring of the Imperial military, the division here was moved elsewhere. There's no entertainment to be had here, and it takes far too long to get to orders. Who do they think I am? If this is an official request, you mustn't leave the fortress unmanned for an extended period. You'll have to attend to public business here. With that, I had an airship. Travel wouldn't be an issue. My ships were seized when I was hit with the appropriation of public funds. These dark days will soon be behind me. I plan to buy my own personal ship soon after all. Speaking of which, how goes development on that end? You've explored options, yes? Ah, that business. My lord, it pains me to say this, but I implore you to be more careful. How so? Recall, if you will, the traveling fortune teller you recently invited to the fortress. Of course, that young woman clad in black, yes? I called her here to kill some time. According to her reading, you should avoid frivolous spending for the time being. Otherwise, misfortune shall befall you. Well, about that. You have to be mad to believe the words of such a suspicious woman. I'm the great nobleman, Ballad. Never fear such nonsense. The plan remains unchanged, and soon I'll fly wherever my whims take me. Oh? We got a customer. Well, it's a lucky day, as it just so happened we're having a fire sale, boom, on grenades. Then say case or 3, I can pack them right up. Oh, I don't need anything so crude. We are all bound in a tangled web of fate, the thread that pulled me hither, and hence decree I must visit your curious store. You sure like to talk funny, miss? Well, whatever. Booking's free, you're welcome to check out the merch. Oh, is this stone what I think it is? You some kind of Rockefeller? If I'm not mistaken, this thing appeared in Liberal. Wait, you know about it? What exactly it is? I played Sky, but I don't remember. I sense mysterious waves emanating from this stone. In fact, it may be something of a sacred object that brings good fortune. You think so? I don't have a damn clue about it. Just looks like a million other rocks I've seen. Gotta ask, who are you anyway? I am but a traveling fortune teller. I travel upon the whims of higher power in search of the mysterious. Tell me, would you be willing to part with that stone? I'd like ever so much to have it. I mean, sure, I'm willing to sell it, but I don't know what sort of price you're supposed to put a plain old rock. In that case, I propose a trade. What the heck? That looks like a voodoo. What say you give me the stone in exchange for this work of art? Spend nights toiling on it. Be real with me here. This thing got a hex on it or something? Oh no, not at all. It's simply an ordinary doll. Place no curses on it whatsoever. Or would you prefer if it had some? Nah, I'm good, thanks. Cannot come up with a legit reason to hang on the rock, to be honest, so yeah, sure, you got yourself a deal. Wonderful. Having owned this stone, fortune is sure to visit you here long. And with that, I'll take my leave. May we meet again when our fates cross paths once more. So long. Oh gosh. Well, she was an oddball, but that could have gone worse. Maybe I need to think about stocking up on fortune telling stuff too. My lord, I have something to report. Oh, what is it? All this paperwork has put me in a foul mood. Surely this can wait till later. Are you certain, my lord? The airship you purchased has arrived. But if you're feeling unwell, by all means, please rest. But wait! My ship is here? Indeed, the dealer has delivered it to the rooftop. As long last, a sweet treat to offset all this bitterness. Bring me to the ship at once. But my lord, were you not feeling... Oh, forget that. I'm perfectly fine, and I simply must see my ship. You'll just follow me then. I'm practically frothing at the mouth at the ship's prospect. I've not had the pleasure of beholding it personally yet, as I left all the details to the dealer. Surely an airship like the Pentagrel would be well suited for a great nobleman such as myself. Even it may not be a grand in scale, provided it's dignified and majestic, it should serve as lofty needs. My aesthetic tastes have been finely honed over the years. I'll not easily accept any less than the finest. And now, the moment of truth. Where is my ship? Right before you, my lord. Again I ask, where is my ship? Yes, my lord, here it is, before you. But this is little more than a dingy. This is your recently purchased private airship, my lord. Absurdity, you can't possibly be suggesting that I ride this flying piece of detritus. According to the broker, this ship is one of RF's most evergreen products. It received numerous modifications and its engine has been replaced with that of a new model. It is, in fact, a tremendously high-speed airship. Damn the speed, it's an eyesore, I say, a cankerous pustule of a ship. Nothing about its build quality befits a man of my caliber. What of the ship I was so fond of when I was considering my options? Which ship do you speak, my lord? You know the one, the stunning ship designed after Falcom Palace. It lacked potential buyers and was thus discontinued for being unprofitable. I beg your pardon? Then what of the other ship? The one that resembled a fancy hotel, complete with an indoor pool. Quality control concerns inflated its price far beyond your budget, my lord. I had no choice but to turn down the offer. You what? Suppose many of my belongings have been repossessed, it's true. Well, what of the cutting-edge, high-speed passenger ship developed by that factory in the borough? Sure, it's a commercial vehicle that lacked the noble personality I desire, but it was quite a comfortable ride, I'll admit. Surely our budget could have covered that. That particular model is incredibly popular. It has been sold out for some time. Pre-orders are booked all the way through next year, as a matter of fact. Black-state factories in small countries are worse than worthless. They could only learn a thing of 1,000 from our production model. Regardless, I'm far from satisfied. What possessed you to buy a ship? Anathema to my fine taste. My lord, I believe you strictly demanded that the broker purchase the ship no matter what. That does ring a bell, true. Do cheer up, my lord. Appearances aside, surely it will prove most useful during travel. I'm so hopeful, my very own majestic, magnificent ship, the envy of all. I mean, does it matter as long as you can fly from point A to point B? Oh, surely. Damn, you really got the hook up here. I had no idea there was anywhere in Heimdall that sold this kind of merch. Somebody should know her stuff. Welcome to Nihon Valley Heimdall branch. As it happens, we only set up shop recently. Nihon Valley. Huh? What's up? Oh, you're that little squirt from Crossbell. And you're the Red Constellation. What's it been, like 2 years? Damn, of all the places to find you, you and your shop have definitely taken good care of us. Can't believe you're doing business in the freaking capital these days. Not bad, Pipsqueak. Not bad at all. Thanks. Sounds like the society's keeping you plenty busy yourself these days. Oh, what can I say? A lot can happen in 2 years. I hear that. Whoa, get a load of that. I love it already. You mean that doll? Just to be clear, it's not cursed or anything in case you were wondering. Who would ever want to curse such a cute doll? Wait, cute? Seriously? Yeah, it's hella cute. I've always loved dolls like this. This one's really my jam. Hey, as long as you like it, it's no skin off my back. You gonna buy it or what? I'd love to, but unfortunately I'm traveling kinda light on Mira at the moment. Wait, I know. How about you trade me this for it? What is that? A bomb? Can't say I've ever seen anything like it. No surprise there, it's an orbital mine, just developed. Basically, it blows up when it detects orbital energy. You don't say. Wonders never cease. Yep, Lady Belle decided to throw it together for shits and giggles. I took one for myself because I figured it'd be fun to have, but it's just kind of burning a hole in my pocket, so I figured maybe I ought to pass it on. What do you say? That good enough for you? Sure, you get yourself a deal. Thanks, little one. No, thank you. It's not every day I score something like this. Not to change the subject, but what's the luggage you're hauling around there? Looks like it weighs a good amount. You got a fight on your plate somewhere after this? It'd be a good idea to add a launcher to your arsenal. I'll sell it to you on the cheap. Sorry to disappoint, but all I've got there are my clothes and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, I went to Thor's with the old Princey boy Cedric himself for a while. Before I left, I forgot to ever pack my shit up. Fast forward to yesterday when I finally remembered, figured I'd try my luck and see if it was still lying around. Get this. It was all sitting in a corner of Dolphy's room, nice and tidy, just waiting for me to pick it up. I couldn't believe my damn eyes. Dolphy, as in the Class 8 instructor, never would have pledged you to be so soft for the likes of you. I know, right? But crazier things have happened. Anyway, my time on campus was pretty lame, never wound up bumping into anyone fun. Like, I would have even settled for falling in with some run-of-the-mill burnouts and ditching class on the regular. But nope, that place is duller than my chainsaw after a good messy workout. Oh yeah, I'm with you 100%. Thor's ain't without its share of good people student, but they're all too straight-laced for their own good. They'd be more fun if they dropped the prim and proper act and gave it to their inner desires if you ask me, at least once in a blue moon. Seriously, finally someone who gets me. I don't like dealing with total stiffs any more than you do. I hear you loud and clear, trust me. We are vibing so hard right now, Team Ginger, rise up. I think you and I are gonna be real good pals. Same, hope I see you more often from now on. You'll always be welcome here at Nine Valley. My lord! What is it now, and why is it in such a panic? You have a guest. So turn them away, I don't remember making any appointments. This guest is from the inspectorate. What? Corruption, Marquis? I'm Inspector Marquis Reitnitz from the Government Accountability Inspectorate. Marquis Balad, I'm here to investigate you under suspicion of appropriating public funds. What? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, I've done nothing wrong. I'm just doing my job, sir. Do you really think such a heavy-handed investigation is necessary? Marquis, if I may? When you were Lamar Province's provisional leader, you misused your authority multiple times, did you not? Well, you see, at the time, I had assumed House Cayenne would be mine. Motives aside, your offenses stand. As such, you've been added to the list of high-profile individuals. And subsequently, when something suspicious occurs, the rules require that it must be investigated post haste. Needless to say, the inspectorate has released an official warrant, so please don't make this any more difficult than it has to be. Oh, and I'll be proceeding with the investigation on my own, so feel free to return to your work. Can I possibly focus on work? Well, that's interesting. So, regarding your most recent use of funds, pancakes, cream puffs, eclair, tarts, pudding, macaroons, tiramisu, waffles, a bun cake. Are you running a bakery? A fine post-meal dessert is an unshakable nobility tradition. Well, nobility or otherwise. I'm pretty sure that many treats in such a short span goes well beyond a post-meal dessert. Not to be rude, but might I suggest showing a bit more self-restraint? You really must watch your blood sugar at your age. Impudence! With the kind of stress I deal with one day-to-day basis, I need sweets to keep my head on straight. At least it's not booze. I didn't realize you were so stressed. According to your purchase records, we have Bonding with Your Niece in 8 Easy Steps, the doofus guide to being adored by a young girl. Are these related to music? I mean, Lady Mildine? Absolutely not. I'd sooner chew on quartz than bond with the likes of her. These books are simply to prepare myself in the unlikely event of a worthy need. Noted. I'm sure things are rough, so best of luck with all that. Moving right along, hair tonics, hair recuperation supplements, scalp massage appointments. You don't have hair, Marquis. I suppose you worry about this sort of thing. Must you offer your editorializing? My apology. And for the record, hard workers like yourself are among the types who lose their hair. You're a young one, but let you guard down and you'll be bald as the egg before you realize. Yeah, I'll be careful. After careful investigation, I've concluded that there's no evidence of appropriation of public funds by Marquis Ballet. I apologize for taking up your time, and I thank you for your cooperation. See, what did I tell you? My word, I've never been so embarrassed. I'll be sure to report my findings directly to the inspectorate. This will surely help mend some of the lost truth. Well, so long as you spread word of my greatness, I can consider water under the bridge. Rod, What, if I may ask, cast suspicion on me this time? Well, if I'm not mistaken, you recently purchased an airship, correct? Well, airships don't exactly come cheap. And the timing overlapped with you starting your new position, which raised a pretty big red flag. Are you meaning to tell me it was all due to the ship? To be frank, yes. Stupid ship! Poor Marquis. You guys, customer, if you need something, ask Cerberus there. He'll get your boss taken. He'll take your boys taken care of. Looks like your little helper's turning into a flying dog. I'll forget the rest of your merch. I want to buy this fine furball. Oh, it's you two from Zephyr. Been a while. Sorry, but I don't run a pet shop here. Cerberus ain't for sale. I'm only pulling your leg. We're here to restock on some ammunition. And to see how your little shop's shaping up. Your mom's been wondering about you. Well, I'm doing just peachy over here. Next time you see Mama, you can tell her she's got nothing to worry about. I can see that. Must be happy business is booming for you. I get my fair share of weirdos here, but if nothing else, there's never a dull moment. How about you boys? You holding up okay? Indeed, we're traveling around the continent to rebuild the organization right now, as a matter of fact. It's a lot of work, I'll tell you what, but the boss man entrusts us with Zephyr's future, so we cannot let him down. Times like this, it's hard not to wish our little chick hadn't changed course and put her skills to use elsewhere. We could sure use them now. What's done is done. All we can do is figure things one step at a time ourselves. Agreed. Can't say I really get what you're two going on about, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. But you don't look too beat up about it, so I guess it's going well enough. Anyway, I really work my bolster my lineup, so if you two need anything, ask away. I've got the goods. In that case, let's start off with the usual. We also need these to top off, and then, from there... business is booming, it seems. That should be just about everything. Cool. Anything else I can do for you boys? Nope, I think we're set. Unless you've gotten anything fun in recently or suspect my interest as that is. You know, a customer did recently trade something in and I bet you two might like. Whoa, what the hell is that bad boy? It looks like some type of reactive bomb, but if you don't recognize Xeno, then I have no hope of knowing what it is either. Actually, you're on the right track there, but unlike the bombs you're thinking, it doesn't explode on impact. Instead, it blows up when it attacks orbital energy, called an orbital mine. You don't say. Shit, this is news to me. I never heard of anything like that. Figured you hadn't. What you see is the only one in its kind right here. Damn, I better take this baby home and disassemble it to see how it works, or else my name isn't a trap master. So you're buying? Great, I'll hook you up at a discount. That's kind of you to offer, but something that rare, I feel bad buying it from less than it's already worth. I know. How about I trade you this for it? I was planning on selling it somewhere down the line anyway, so might as well. What is it? Whoa. Whoa, a Mishi statue, and a golden one too. That's not all that's great about him. See his face? Those eyebrows, it's retro Mishi. I don't see it. Does he really look that different? You need to study your Mishi history, my friend. Retro Mishi is absolutely different. This guy was around back when Michelin first opened up. The fur eyebrow make him look way sassier. In fact, some fans absolutely prefer this one over the bumbling oaf most people now associate with the Mishi brand. I see, you're alarmingly knowledgeable about your imaginary cat, Xeno. That's because at one point I was thinking of putting together a small autonomous bomb in his likeness. I need to do some research. Oh, come on, say something, will you? Your silence is... In any case, I'm impressed you managed to get your hands on this thing. And I've been around the block long enough to know pure gold when I see it, right? Yep, you got a keen eye there. You remember Speaker Hartman? Think so, he was the big shot in Crossbell diet, yeah? He was pro Erebonia but got himself arrested 2 years back after he got in too deep, if I recall. Bingo! After he fell from power and tried to run, he came to us for protection for a time. His arrest took place after our contract with him expired, but not before we received the Mishi as our payment. From what I understand, he used the power of his office to get it made for him when the park was still under construction. Damn, that's one hell of a backstory. That park sure has a lot of dark secrets. I hear some stuff that went down there during the whole Azure Tree incident too. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here, so my Mishi statue for your orbital mine, that sounds like a fair trade to you? You bet, it's a deal, my friend. Oh yeah, before you go, I guess the guild branch in Heimdall back up and running. Might find an old field fit there with any luck. Oh, so you're saying Fee may be in town. Maybe we ought to sneak into the building and take a look for ourselves. You do know that if you two get caught, they're not gonna let you off easy, right? Not to worry, if that happens, we'll just show them a good time. Physically, it'll be a good chance to gouge everyone's strength. Yeah, what he said, no big deal. Well, don't say I didn't warn ya. Just don't go wrecking too much havoc if you can help it. Absurdity. I can't believe that young lady is making me attend the Imperial Provincial Council. As a matter of fact, she will be meeting with you at the venue and attending the council as well. Ah, is that so? Fair enough. But no, it's most certainly not fair. Why involve me at all? Per Lady Mildine's words, I believe having Grand Uncle present will make this a more worthwhile council, especially as he tends to government affairs. I suppose she does have a point. Fine. I, the great nobleman Ballot, shall forge the way forward to this young lord. And so I end up writing this accursed thing after all. This is indeed the best means of travel, as our destination is another profit. If I'm not mistaken, it will be your first time boarding it since your purchase. I loathe the ship, but I'd be a fool not to take advantage of something I spent a significant sum of mirror on. My lord, the ship has yet to undergo pre-launch examination. Do please wait here. I believe the servants who are to act as crew shall be arriving momentarily. I'm in no rush. Simply wanted to be the first to board the ship. My ship. Oh! What's going on? The Marquis. What is going on? What? Oh, it's time pass. Accursed birds. I know it hasn't been used for a time, but never would I've imagined birds will make a nest. Even wildlife is against me now, and it's all because of this damn airship. Still, it's in overall great shape. It just needed a little maintenance. We'll be able to reach the conference in short order. But much as I loathe this accursed contraption, it's quite comfortable to ride. We are currently passing over the Languedoc Canyon. What speed this airship has will be out of Le Maire airspace in no time at all. Well, I am exhausted. So do wake me when we arrive. As you wish, your lordship. What is happening? I apologize, but the ship isn't responding. What? The engine has stopped, and all the controls are non-functional. If we don't fix it, we're going to crash. Can this be? Did the pre-flight inspection find nothing? No! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Can anyone in there hear me? Who are you? There's no time to explain. Just please, hold on tight to something. I'll do what I can. Oh, is this around the time Ida... Something is gently lowering us to the ground. We've landed safely. So cool that it's actually two daydreams intersect. I genuinely thought that was the end for me. I loved nothing more than to sincerely thank whoever came to our rescue. But first... Useless lump of metal! Your lordship, what are you doing? I believe that fortune teller was right all along. Why did I put all my money on this ship? It has brought me nothing but misfortune. Enough of this miserable life. I'm not going back to Juno. As for this abominable ship, dispose of it! I never wish to see it again! So that's how you got your mitts on this bad boy, huh? That's a pretty crazy turn of events. You're telling me there wasn't a dull moment over at the other branch, I swear. But there wasn't still. Why are you leaving this thing with me? I thought you were crazy for that cat, just like every kid your age. Eh, that weird face retro Mischief cat just ain't doing it for me. I don't think it'll bring much to my collection, you know? Anyway, the way I figure, we got the best shot of selling that thing here on his home turf in Crossbell. So what did you say, Mama? Think you can find him a good home? Oh yeah, no problem. I listed on bait out yesterday, you might say. So I'm pretty sure someone's gonna bite sooner or... I want him! You have to let me have him! Ha! Told you, didn't I? Alright, Jingo, you know what to do. Go close that deal. Hey, you're that tiny little squirt who's with the SSS, ain't you? Talk about the pot calling the tea kettle black, but never mind that. When I heard you had the super rare Mishi statue in stock, I came running as fast as I could. Are the rumors true? Oh, they're true, alright. But it's the middle of the day. Ain't you supposed to be at work or something? Are you serious? Mission is my top priority in life. I'll drop anything. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not that hardcore. I was just too excited to focus on my work, so the others told me to come and check it out. Sure, it sounds to me like Mission is your top priority, but what do I know? Look, I don't care what you think. Are you going to show me that Mission statue or not? Alright, fix your eyes on this. He's so shiny, and it's not every day you get to see him in his original form either. What a dazzling work of art! I can hardly stand to gaze upon such majesty with my mortal eyes. Could have fooled me. You can even peel your peepers off the thing for a second. Is Retro Mission your fave or something? It's not that. I love Mission in all of its beautiful forms, no matter what shape it takes. You might even say I'm a misanthropy. Is that even a word? Geez, you must really love Mission if you have to come up with a new vocabulary to describe how you feel. When I first learned the truth about Mishi, it tormented me greatly. But eventually, I realized something important. All Mishis are beautiful and deserve my love. And so, here I am. Right, looks like I still have a long way to go before I can call myself a true Mishi fan like you, Blue Hat. You know what? Go ahead and have him. Really? Are you sure? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll treasure him for the rest of my days. He'll be a family heirloom. How much do I owe you? Zilch. Don't worry about it. He belongs with you. Don't be ridiculous. It'll be an insult to Mishi himself if I didn't offer you something in return for such a masterpiece. That said, I don't have all that much mirror to my name. How about I trade you a certain something for it? Does that sound fair? Oh, what do you have in mind? Well... the ship, maybe? A few days later. God dang. Never thought I'd get my hands on one of these. It's a high-speed aircraft that a noble family disposed of once upon a time. The Foundation was supposed to take care of scrapping it, but other than being behind on maintenance, it's still in good shape. Getting rid of it will be such a waste. I'll make arrangements for it to be handed over as recycling, we'll call it. It'll cost the Foundation a pretty mirror to dispose of it, so you'll actually be doing us a favor by taking it. After all, I know you'll make good use of it, Jingo. Consider it yours.
I never expected I'd end up getting something like this for that junk.
All because of a rock. Damn, Cerberus. You pull off.
Mods are all set. Paint's nice and dry. I hereby christen you with your new name, the Argo. This is the beginning of a new era for Nine Valley. Hope you're ready for some wild and crazy cargo, baby!
Damn, that's really cute. I love that. And it's kind of cross-reference other daydreams too, which I love. But it's so long though. I don't know if I have time to do one more. I think I have to.
Slab of Reminiscence activated.
Unlimited blade crap. Let's go. March 3rd, 1207 of the Septuagint calendar, Prince Oliver and Cerza are married under the blessing of the goddess Aetios. The ceremony brings together all manner of heroic figures, and merriment soon gives way to talk on who amongst them is the strongest. In the Esmela's garden within the Imperial Palace. If only there were a tournament like the one in Liberal to settle this matter, Emperor Eugen said playfully. Seeing the enthusiasm with which the guests responded to the idea, the bridegroom Prince Oliver replied, "Then, what say we have ourselves a friendly competition? I'm sure I could borrow the race course tomorrow." Okay, good. This looks to be short. Wait, we have to fight like in Liberal? I was looking forward to this, but everyone seems so intense. Indeed, I will have to see how they look in an unfriendly competition. We're way out of our league, well, save for our resident Divine Blade. Please, Patrick, that's just a title. I still have a long way to go. Listen, this event will be team-based to keep it from taking up too much of Newlyweds' time. If we work together, we might have a real shot. Especially with you here, Jubilee. Who would have thought you'd stick around for this? You surprised me, Schwarzer. To assume a contest of strength would not interest the leader of Stallritter. I may not be currently working with the society and I may feel out of place with wedding ceremonies, but the social discomfort is a small price to pay for the chance to hone my skills against such formidable warriors. Of course, most noble sacrifice. You really not joining in, Kurt? Was gonna ask Laura here the same thing. You don't get a chance like this every day. I would be lying if I claim I wasn't sorely tempted. All of the combatants are legends in their own right, but that's why I determined the real learning opportunity would be studying such legends from the sidelines. And I figured this was better off a fight between masters, though I do intend on observing every detail until their techniques are burned into my soul and retinas alike. You dorks are all treating this thing like homework, huh? The only way to fully know someone is to see how they handle themselves physically. We should watch with care, especially our dear instructor. I do wish I could have rooted for my father or brother, but oh well. They had to depart already, correct? Yes, all military personnel have had their hands full lately, rebuilding the chain of command and such post-war business. There are also rumors some kind of movement of the Imperial Army front. General Craig and Uncle Zack will also be returning to work as soon as this competition is crowned a victor. I see, I've heard some things as well. Oh yeah? Come on, spill the beans. Well, I can hardly believe my little joke has been made real overnight. I'm ever so excited. The war may have ended, but it's brought such hardship in its wake. A respite such as this is sincerely appreciated. Mother, indeed. Oliver did his utmost to throw this together to give everyone a break. We owe it to them to enjoy ourselves. Of course. I'm sure everyone will give it their very best. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I would like to ask all participants to choose a partner for the battles ahead. I encourage you all to think not of tactics or strength, but entertainment. We could see some exciting pairing. He certainly knows how to pump up a crowd. Thought to join forces with you to see how far you've come, Major General Bardius. But I think pairing up with someone else would be more interesting. And I'm sure the temptation of facing me in combat had nothing to do with it. What's your assessment, Lieutenant General? In terms of spectacle, aligning with a master of 100-form military combat like yourself would work well. But I wonder what's going through their heads over there. What a sight! 2 divine blades and a radiant blade master. Everyone's eager to see who each of you will choose as a partner, myself included. Really? I'm more curious about your choice, Stormwatcher. What about you, Cassius? Care to share your plans with a fellow disciple? I may no longer wield a sword, but pairing up with any of you still feel a bit overkill, doesn't it? As for me, it would be a pleasure to partner with a Divine Blade of Wind. If you're sure, then I certainly wouldn't mind that either. I've heard the two of you have a history, something about a historical match at the behest of Lieutenant General Bright. Knowing that, I think it would be quite the thrill to see you now fight us as allies. It's a fun. Very well, I still have much to learn, but may our partnership bear fruit. For the very same. Now then, Lieutenant General Vander, we certainly go back a long way, don't we? That we do. The first I heard your name was during none other than the 100 Days War, Cassius Bride. Once I heard it, I could not escape it, not even after you became a bracer. You led me to taste bitter defeat times and time again. Uttering words, I'll give you that, but we both know your tactics got me good quite a few times. We've each had our fill of bitter defeat. I've been wanting to wash the taste out of a drinks with you for some time. Is that so? In that case, cheers. Let's show them what we're made of. Wait, that's teaming up with Lieutenant General Vander? Well, what do you know? I suppose that's water under the bridge. So, Major General, I say we pair up. It'll be my honor to fight beside the Black Whirlwind. I too would be honored to share the battlefield with Drake the Red. Well, Golden Rakshasha, shall we fight side by side once again? You read my mind. Let's do it. Is this allowed? I already accepted my defeat the moment I choose to participate, but for all of them to pair up with one another, have they no decency? You're our last hope, Rean. Honestly, I don't think I'll make it very far. I could do without the false modesty, Mr. Near Divine Blade. I told you, it's just a title. I feel more confident if Ines or Enya were with me, but I still have no intention of backing down. A gap in fighting prowess this fast does not good entertainment make. Your Highness, the world of combat is one built of experience. Why don't we allow the 20-year-olds to compare in groups of 4? Interesting. Yes, I recall they did that in Reverie as well. What a thrilling proposal. If no one has any objection, we'll proceed with this exciting alteration. 4 against 2. I wanted to challenge them for a fair fight, but defeating Master like them on 2-on-2 fight is a pipe dream at this stage. Right now. In any case, I can't waste the chance to spar with them. Fine by me. Wounds my pride, but I suppose it must be done. Of course, I have no objections. However, would I be allowed to team up with people outside of this group? You and I are rivals, Rean. Why miss the opportunity to cross blades? You may have bested me as mere students, but I've come a long way in recent years. A trick. Right. Okay then. Let's both give our all. Then why don't you and I team up, Patrick, for old time's sake? Certainly, then Celestine and Vincent will make 4. Would you want to be on the same team? If you like. We fought side by side during the war, so we should work well together easily enough. I appreciate it. Now we just have to decide who on our teammates are going to be. I intended to stay an observer, but I shall lend you my blade if you need it. Likewise, with you and Duvalie on the team, we might be able to put up a good fight. I can help too. Pick whoever you want, no hard feelings. Aw, I wish I could help, but I'm out without Lammy. Not to worry, Clem, Slays, and I will fight enough for the 4 of us. Hey Rean, we're down to help too. Don't forget about us. If you need our help, feel free to just say so. Oh god damn it. So many great options to choose. We're spoiled for choice, yes. Let you decide who best suit us. Be quick about it. Yeah, let me think about it for a moment. I decided to go with Sword User, since they do seem to be interested. This is something else. Hack of a bracket. Yet we have nothing to fear with our current team. Indeed, all that's left is to go full steam ahead. This means we'll have to get to the finals if we want to go against Schwarzer's team. Getting to that point will prove to be quite a challenge, I'm sure. Then we have naught but to give our very best. We've known each other for a long time now, Rean, but I think it's time we settle this once and for all. You truly are the one who can make Elise happy. You'll have to prove it with yourself. Patrick, you're on. Now then, it appears our warriors are ready to go. Time to start our first match. Very well, let's get started, shall we? We may still be young, but we will not hold back. The Black Whirlwind, a man who could fend off McBurn's flames, and Craig the Red, Lieutenant General of the 4th Armored Division. Here's some opponents we have to face in our first match. To go all out. Let the battle begin!
You won't be breaking through us so easily. Feel the might of Imperial Generals!
Sure.
I'll handle this.
Was that
Be easy.
all I could muster?
Is that all? You must train more.
Nice! That'll...
Diligence is its own.
I must continue to train.
I've only just begun.
And that's a wrap. Team Schwarzer and Swift win. So that's how it is. You've grown quite strong, young ones. I sure wasn't expecting us to lose in the very first round. It appears we're getting rusty in our exercise. We only made it this far due to certain handicaps, I assure you. It was an honor to witness the prowess of the Empire Generals. However, you may have lost, but I'm quite happy to see how far you've come. Needless to say, you'll find yourself against far stronger foes in the future. Victory requires ambition. You'll have to go above and beyond if you want to power that defeats the likes of them. You'll lose your way. I won't. Thank you for your kind words. You continue to stay the course. And that's a wrap. Team Bright and Vander wins. God damn, to think we'll lose in the first round. How shameful. And after I taunted me like that too. My apologies, Master Patrick. I'm afraid my aid wasn't much of use. We had fierce opponents, but it's clear we would have struggled even against lesser enemies. We really would have. Now, no need to be so humble. Indeed, your court fencing is quite polished and your teamwork is sound. The dignity you conduct yourself with as noble youth of the Empire was truly something to behold. Edward's team was pretty tough, but I guess that wasn't enough. Lieutenant General Cassius Bright and Zach Vander really are the very definition of unstoppable. They are undoubtedly the very best of the competition. I'd love to see what they can do firsthand. But frankly, we're in no position to worry about anyone or anything other than our next opponent. Who was it? Oh my god. I fear as much. At last, our time to shine. Are you prepared, Swift? My lord has acknowledged your strength, Golden Rakshasa. I'm as ready as I can be. Here stands the Vander School Stormwatch. As a student of the 8 Leaves, it will be my pleasure to fight you. Mother, I won't back down. God damn. Let the battle begin!
I, the Storm Watcher, challenge you. Taste the blade of the Golden Rakshasa.
I'm worried. Oh my god, that was hard.
I suppose you've improved. Some, I guess.
Thank you, but you can just be nice without all the backtracking, you know? Nice! That'll do.
Diligence is its
That was
own
hard.
reward.
I must
Fight.
continue to train.
Even
I've
Kurt
only
died.
just begun.
And that's a wrap. Team Schwarzer and Swift win. Well done, everyone. You as well, Kurt. You fought admirably. It makes me happy to see how much you've grown. I'm just glad I have to be able to show you how far I've come. You weren't giving this your all, were you? Well, I just prioritized working as a 2-woman cell. Besides, it's not as though your team gave it everything it had. Lady Arya, the way you've been merged to Vanderstel with your Eastern Nagitanata was masterful, and Principal Le Guin, who knew nothing less, would come from a master of both the Arsley and Vanderstel of combat. You blended those two styles together to make a whole new way of fighting. That's no simple feat. I cannot help but have an immense respect for the both of you. You say that, but as a Divine Blade, the concept is important to you. If I recall, each of the 8 Leaves forms is quite different from one another, yes? I've also heard that one needs to have a strong foundation of all the forms if one is to begin the path toward mastery. The 7th form, Void, is supposedly the most difficult one to grasp, and you have well and truly grasped it like no other. However, if you aspire to even greater strength, the road ahead of you will be very difficult. It's just as you said. I may have come this far, but I'm still just parroting my master, Schwarzer. If that's the case, then perhaps my skill is also an imitation of my lord's. Let's use this opportunity to figure out how I can continue to improve. General Le Guin, isn't it amazing how brilliant and bright the younger ones are? It is. They're like gleaming treasure troves of potential. But as of now, they still need a bit of polish. Schwarzer, you know what must be done, so I'll spare you my direction. You've lead the Swift. Yes, your swordsmanship has improved tremendously since the war. But if you aim for even greater heights, then I must ask you again, do you wish to train under me? For the last time, I must decline. How could anyone possibly train under someone as terrifically strong as you? Doing some recruitment, huh, Aurelia? I better pick up the pace myself. With your level of skill, the Vander School will gladly welcome. Have you both forgotten that I'm a member of the society? That's it, Team Arsene and McLean win! Victory is ours then. Oh, we did it. Triumphant victory indeed. Reading each other's movement and trading blows, in the end it was our flurry of attacks that made the difference. That would probably explain why I'm the most exhausted one here. It's almost looked like I'm the one that got defeated here. But you know, Cassius, had you used a sword against me, I'm not sure I would have been able to hold you back. It's been well over a decade since I last held a sword, long since been surpassed. At the end there, it felt like time had completely stopped. Maybe the battle would have ended differently if I was as focused as the rest of you. Please, the only reason this match was competitive in the first place was due to your precise offense. And you know, losing after giving everything you've got in the battle still feels pretty good. I agree with you there. I'm glad I was finally able to fight at your side, Lieutenant General Bright. Likewise, my friend. Looks like Arios and Viscount RC were the winners over there. It appears that incredible battle. Even with just one arm, the Empire's greatest is no joke. Even the one eye and the Divine Blade couldn't defeat them. Nevertheless, I can't believe we were given an honor of bearing witness to such legendary battle. What fun this thing turns out to be. It's an honor. But this means our opponent in the finals are... Before we get to that, could you hold on for a moment, Your Highness? I cannot watch everything have these amazing battles and then continue to stand idly by. I can't help but be harkened back to competing liberals on martial arts competition. What say you to a very special match against me? What? I'm sorry to have you tag along with me on a whim, Toval. You as well, Alvin. I asked you to lend me your skill for just one battle. Don't feel the need to apologize, Your Highness. It would be nice if I could have my dear sister Cerazar participate in this battle as well. You're not the only one who thinks that would be nice, but I suppose for now I can just get a front row seat to my hubby's heroic figure. Well, now I really cannot afford to embarrass myself. I'm not sure how we'll be able to provide support, but I'll do my best not to slow either of you down. Don't worry, Princess, I won't let anyone lay a finger on you. If you're that concerned, then perhaps I will lend a hand. What? Rosalia. My relationship with the Arner family goes back quite some time, and besides, watching is far too boring. That is reason enough for me to roll up my sleeve and show that what I can do. I can't have this fabric getting dirty. So we're receiving aid from the Witch of Witches herself? Wonderful. It'll be a huge help, yeah, but... Wait, Rose, what are you thinking? You will eclipse all the other fighters, and when did she even get here? There's no way she's in her 20s. She's probably creeping up on her 80s. Good thing she still looks like a brat. What is grandmother thinking? Don't mind the details, competitions like this are always more interesting with a wild card like her. And it's not like Rean and the others are worried, right? Yeah, but both our other opponents are well-versed art users, so this will be a great chance to test our skills. I never expected the Elder of the Witches to join the fray. This ought to make a good challenge. And on top of it all, we're also facing the Zero Arts and the Botcherous Prince. What a treat. It's time for the little payback after you nosed yourself into my wet infernal castle. Oh man, I forgot all about that. If I remember correctly, you were with the Phantom Thief that day. No matter, prepare yourself for battle. As a fellow Thor's alumnus, I don't plan on going down without a fight. Likewise. Well then, let's make this a battle for the ages. This turns out to be a long daydream as well, god dang it. Now, let the battle begin!
I'm ready when you are.
I'll honor you with my very best.
Nor will I. Come at us with all you have.
Leave this all to me.
Dang it.
Perhaps my age is catching up.
This one's
Was that
better
all?
than Aurelia.
Nice. That'll do it.
Diligence is its...
I must continue to
So
try.
we
I've
have
only
to
just
fight Arios again. That's it! Rean and Duval's team wins! You blew us out of the water there, I expected nothing less. Please, Your Highness, with your flawless aim and the waves of art attack from all four of you, we made one wrong move we would have lost. It pains me to say this, but Rean's right. The Zero Artisan and two of Honor Blood, the prince I knew was strong, but the princess was impressive in her own right. That witch was never going to be much competition. It means a lot to hear you say that. My efforts pay off. Well, Schwarzer, it astonishes me greatly how much you and your fellow companions have grown. I suppose we won't be taking home that delectable grand prize then. What are you talking about? I heard that the Ultimate Champions will receive masses of cakes made by royal family's bakers. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. What? But Vita told me. You cursed prodigal child, you fooled me. Vita, I'm more concerned that you fell for it. Come now, it livened the mood and serves as some good old pre-match entertainment, didn't it? You're not wrong. I'm glad I got a chance to feel how far you've come myself, Rean. At this rate, the finals are set to be a true spectacle to behold. Well, you're going to have to look inside yourself for that. Now that the great twilight has come and gone, it's up to you to figure out what to do with that. Rean, jeez, you're such a handful. I should have known it was that. I get the feelings about how you view that power of yours. I'm expecting great things from you, Rean, in the next match and beyond. Thank you. Now we just need a little rest and it's on to the finals. We'll heal you guys up, okay? Consider it a thank you and an apology for throwing this extra match on you. Rean, you've done well to come this far. You too, Laura. I'm thrilled to see how much stronger you become. It's all thanks to my comrades. My apologies, but I have no intention of losing, not even to you, Father. Rean, I know we only just met at the wedding yesterday. Master Capua has long spoken of you. You're his last direct disciple, the one who completed 8 leaves in the truest sense. I'm aware the Master has entrusted me with that position. I mean no disrespect, but even now I have doubt. We all have doubts, we all feel lost. Until recently, even I was plagued by uncertainty. Adios. That said, I'm glad we get to share the stage like this, but there's one thing I can't help but wonder. How long do you intend on keeping that power of yours to yourself? Well, that question did cross my mind when we fought as well. Likewise, it's perplexed me since our very first battle. I believe it's called spirit unification. I would assume that once the cause of the Empire curse has gone with that, it will vanish as well. But that doesn't appear to be the case. That's right. The ogre seed within me that served as a sacrifice has disappeared. Yet the power it masks is something else entirely. Using the void breathing technique that my master taught me, I can call forth its power at will. There isn't a guarantee you won't lose yourself again in the process, however. That's why you cannot bring yourself to use it. Am I correct in that assumption? You are. If that were to happen and ended up hurting someone I cared about, I see. You really are a handful, aren't you? Compose yourself, Rean Schwarzer. Duvalie, I need you to remember what you saw in your battles long ago, when your ogre power reached the peak and even your hair and eye color changed. You were the most dangerous you ever been, but did any of your friends flee from you in fear? No, if anything, they stayed with me to keep me in check when I needed them most, and no matter what happened, they fought by my side. They don't use them as an excuse whether you use power or not is entirely up to you. You've been freed from that curse. Now you just have a new challenge to overcome. How do you do that is something not only you but those who fought by your side must work out. Just like how Ines, Enea, and my lord faced me head on after I diverged from the stalwart. Still, this is you we're talking about. You're probably not used to this sort of thing yet. But listen, as long as you're alone, you'll never reach the height of you seek. Now I've inherited my lord's spirit. I train day and night with Ines and Enea. If you keep dragging your feet, you'll soon get left behind. Yeah, I can't afford to let that happen. Thank you, Duvalie. There's no need to thank me. I've done nothing to deserve it. It looks as though the advice from your fellow pupil was unnecessary. Phew, Duvalie sure is keeping a close eye on Rean. Could it be she wants him to keep up with her? Stop twisting my words. I just need Schwarzer to stay strong so that I have a worthy right. Don't worry, I feel the same way. Let's both give this our all so that someday we can reach her. I don't need you to tell me that. Either way, keeping that power to yourself is in front of Sir Victor and I doesn't seem wise. That's enough dawdling.
It's time we do battle.
Taste the very essence of the 8-leaf second form.
We're ready to accept your challenge.
Schwarzer, this is the best chance we have of showing them what we can do.
Don't worry, I'm right behind you. I'm here to provide backup.
And begin!
Those without resolve cannot hope to win against my blade.
Then it's time you've seen my resolve.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
First! Second! Third! Fourth! Fifth! Sixth! Seventh! 8 leaves! Breaking dawn!
Behold, the soul of an Arcane!
Most impressive.
Now, let's continue onward.
Diligence is its own.
I must continue to train.
I've only just
Ooh-wee. This match is over. Rean and Duvali's team wins. We did it? Yeah, just barely. So this is the true power of Void. I'm glad I could see it up close and personal. Truly a battle worthy of the title Divine Blade. And Swift, your swordplay held mysterious complexities that the Arcade style doesn't. Well, it's the style my lord taught me, so naturally it would. I'm honored. It was an absolute privilege to bear witness to the Arcade style and the second form. I also learned much from this battle. Thanks to this, I feel like I've made progress on myself. And then there was your spirit unification. Looks like you managed to use it without losing yourself, but it looks like you still haven't drawn everything from it that you can. Very observant areas, that is correct. It is true that there's another stage to spirit unification. I've actually managed it once before. It doesn't appear to be something I can just use at will though. I'm always taking the long route, aren't I? Everyone does at one point or another. It's fine to pause from time to time and look at where you are, as long as you don't freeze in place. Not that I'm in any position to come. I'm sure Master Kafai would say the same thing. You're right, Arios. That does sound like something he would say. Master Kafai, he hasn't been seen since the last war. I have to make progress as the Divine Blade before we next meet. As far as my power is concerned, I'm going to find a good opportunity to talk to my friends about it. Thank you so much, Arias and Vaikon Arce. You too, Duvali. I already told you that I haven't done anything. Walk the path you believe in. At the end of the road should be the perfected form of the sword you wish to wield. I hope that we can all reach the heights that we strive for. Absolutely, of course. And so the unofficial competition come to an end with Rean's team victorious. Against all odds, they were able to fight off some of modern history's greatest warriors. While there was no prize or reward, Rean and Duvali walk away with a certain renewed sense of fulfillment. Not long after. Chatterbox. Do you plan to rejoin the society? To be quite honest, I haven't decided yet. I like to hear the Grandmaster's thoughts straight from the horse's mouth before I do anything. I too am curious about the situation with McBurn. Considering the circumstances, the question of my future can wait a little longer. Make no mistake, my pride for my lord will never falter, and I will always be the head knight of the Stalwarder. Though she may no longer walk among us, as long as I draw breath, I will carry her will. Ines and Enea feel much the same, that I have no doubt. Given that, I'll wager there's a rather good chance I'll remain in the society. I see. Regardless, during her time in its rank, my lady never betrayed her principles. I have sworn to follow in her path. Enforcers are generally allowed to do as they please. I cannot foresee that being a problem. Ines and Enea may disapprove, but I will follow the path I believe in all the same. I will let nothing and no one take that way away from me. As such, if we have reason to fight side by side again, I have no qualms about doing so. I gotcha. I will use any and all means available to strengthen the swordsmanship bestowed upon me by my lady, even if I must endure passing humiliation. Perhaps even learning from Lady Le Guin may one day prove beneficial. Well damn, I never expected to hear those words out of you. Do not underestimate my resolve, Schwarzer, and naturally I cannot permit you to simply remain idle either. Of course, even if our path diverge, that doesn't change the fact that we're kindred spirits who have fought side by side. Your dedication to the sword has always been downright staggering, but you have no intention of being bested by it. You really cannot help yourself, can't you? How you can say something like that with a straight face, I'll never understand. Still, I'm glad your resolve is unshakable. Had I acknowledged your skill, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let us test our skills against one another again in a duel one day. This is a promise between swordsmen. I trust you'll honor it?
I didn't realize you thought that much of me. But yeah, you're on.
Wowee! Alright, we already passed the time. Oh, it's not. So that is it for this episode. When we come back, we're gonna continue on to the daydreams because I believe we still have at least 4 more, and plus 1 epilogue. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy, until next time, bye.